Aaron told Karen off. Then she gonna tell her mama talking about something. You see how he just talked to me? Her mama said, But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chessie for Tyler Perry Sistas, Season 7, Episode 15. Look, y'all, I said I had to go back and replay that whole little conversation. Well, it wasn't a conversation because he just told her off. He was like, I'm not done. I said, look, we got a glimpse of season 1, Aaron. We got a glimpse of him, but okay. Okay, so the episode started with Jordan. He catches Ethan with the picture. He talking about some, he ended up dropping it. What did he say? He said he was looking at it some type of way. He dropped it. And Gary said something. He said that he had a bug. Well, obviously we saw Ethan plant the bug in Jordan's house, but he said he also has one in Andy's house. How long he had a bug in there? Did he do that last season, or was that when he was staring at her or watching her from the telescope across the highway? Across the highway. I said, okay, well, he gonna know everything, or he already knows everything. So if he been had the bug in Andy's place, he should know everything about Penelope, or knew everything about Penelope before she even showed up in the office. Unless it just happened. But Andy ended up stopping by with food for Jordan. And I feel like he faked it in front of Ethan. But as soon as Ethan left, he was not trying to talk to Andy. She told him, don't you want to give your girlfriend a kiss? And he barely kissed her. They ended up showing Fatima and Zach getting Michael ready for school. And Zach basically, he wanted to take Michael to school every day. And Fatima had this look on her face. And I feel like she felt in that moment that it's too much. Danny ended up stopping by to see Zach and ask for his advice in regards to how to apologize to Tony. Meanwhile, Maurice gonna tell Sabrina that Calvin and the girl broke up so she can have a baby by him. And she gonna go ask Karen, tell my son, what do you think about me having a baby with Calvin? I said, first of all, haven't you learned yet? I said, when we seen Calvin, when he was actually on the show, she never thought for herself. She would always go to her friends, go to Danny specifically, and be like, okay, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? She showed his underwear, and now Pam knows about that as well. At first, I was about to say that Karen stood up here and talked about that with Pam, but then she said, that she was listening to that conversation. Jordan ended up revealing that he's still upset with Andy about not telling him about Penelope going after Gary or knowing about what Gary been up to. Talking about, you should have told me. I said, what was you going to do? What was you going to do? Over here act tough? I said, what was you going to do? That's the thing, though. I understand because that's his sister and she pregnant and all this other stuff. But what are you going to do? You over here being manipulated by Ethan. Well, Ethan, Hudson, and Gary. And at first, I thought he was finna break up with Andy because he was over here talking about something. He don't think he gonna have time to basically show her any affection or spend time with her or anything like that because he got the campaign and being worried about Penelope. I said, is he breaking up with her? But later in the episode, he ended up coming and apologizing or whatever. Look, I wrote down, y'all, when he was over here talking to her like that, I said I had to sacrifice him because if you don't know, spoiler alert, I think when they put something in his drink, they gonna get him. I don't know specifically. I just seen the behind the scenes, and I read the synopsis that says that Gary's gonna blackmail Andy and say if she doesn't marry him, then Jordan pays the price. Then Gary, we gotta talk about Gary. On sick tail. We gotta talk about Gary. I said, I know you lying. So Ethan calls and said he planted the bug. Andy ended up stopping by. He talking about, oh, really? What does she have on? He said, huh? He said, what? He said, what you talking about? He talking about, what does she have on? I said, what's wrong with this man? So then, basically, he started jacking off or whatever. Then did he call Tamara or did she call him? But she was just about to do the same thing he was doing. He called her after his conversation with Ethan. And the way what's his name? Hayden. The way Hayden acting, I said he knows something. Then he gonna go reveal about the phone situation to Gary. But I said, look, Tamara, she peep game though. She said she tired of the mention of Marie's name. I said she knows something going on. Unless they in cahoots. Y'all know I stay saying somebody in cahoots together. Tamara ended up calling Gary back, and she says that it's gonna cost him basically to sleep with her again. Trey was at the shop again. I said, dude. I said, go on away. Let it go. So Pam likes Trey. She asked Karen basically if she'll be upset if somebody asked him out or went out with him, and she was like, okay, yeah, I don't care or whatever, because I'm pregnant. Why would I care? So when Pam revealed that she was the one who wants to, or she's the one that wants to talk to him, she spit out her coffee. At first I thought that was gonna indicate that she actually does like Trey or want him or whatever, but we all know she still focused on Zach. But I was thinking that's why she spit out the coffee. But no, she got to talking. And she felt like basically she more than Pam. And Pam got her together. Look, everybody getting her together. Everybody. Pam told her, well, at least I ain't pregnant by two different dudes. Well, at least I ain't pregnant by two different dudes. She told me, so you got a point or whatever. I said, yeah. Do y'all think we're going to see more scenes with Trey and Pam? Do y'all think they would actually go out together? Andy and Andy and Hayden end up meeting with Miss Marie. Andy ended up finding out that Miss Marie's ex-husband, or current husband, was hiding $75 million. Then Hayden got upset. He got upset at Kane and Andy's office, and she told him out. I said, way to go, Andy, because we don't seen her tell off Maurice. Now we seen her tell off Hayden. I said, it's about Gary time. It's Gary time. You over here inviting him. I can't believe on the first episode, they over here chilling and stuff at her house. Well, his house. I said, it's about that time. Sabrina ended up stopping by, and I think I said that already. She stopped by and asked Karen if she has talked to Danny. I didn't say that part. And she was like, no, I'm always being the bigger person and yada yada. Since when? Tamara ended up sending the video of her and Gary sleeping together to Gary, and Gary was hitting the doggone desk. And I said, why do you care? You over here, how you care when she was on the phone with her husband, with Hayden, you over here talking about some hurry that up and all this other stuff. And I said, what's she gonna, I don't understand though. Is she trying to get money out of him? Now I know she said it's gonna cost him or whatever, and she sent the video, and I said, don't that make you look bad as well? Cause either on last week's episode or the episode before last, she said that she was gonna edit it. But I said, okay, how do you explain that regardless? Then Hayden gonna come his happy tail up in Gary's office. And y'all know what I've been saying. I've been saying he gonna come there, he gonna smell Gary's perfume, his cologne or whatever, and that's how he gonna know. But no, I feel like he knows or he suspects. But Gary started questioning him about his feelings for Tamara, and he reveals he did catch feelings. He also revealed that he be seeing Tamara hide her phone. He said whatever the truth is, it's in that phone. So I wonder if Gary is going to tell her or warn her. I said, no, one day he needs to follow. If he doesn't know right now, he needs to follow them. Because Gary wanted her to meet him at his hotel or whatever. So I'm hoping Hayden follows them. Wouldn't it be something if Gary and Tamara coming out the same hotel that Miss Marie and Hayden going to be at? Now, I don't know if they're going to be at a hotel, at her house, at his house. I don't know. We just got to wait and see. Jordan ended up apologizing to Andy and saying he hate being at odds with her or whatever. They made up. Then here comes Aaron. I didn't even write down what he said. Man, I need to go back and watch it. But he slid in there. They was finna go out. Miss Lisa and her was about to go out. And he slid up in there with that stroller. Look, at first she was talking about stroller, but then she realized, she was like, she asked him not to do that. She ended up telling him that he doing too much. And that's when he went off. He basically told her she don't know what real love is. She be over here blaming everybody for her problems. Her friends, Zach, him, who else? He said she even blamed Fatima. I said, she definitely do that. And I said, way to go, Aaron. I said, that was season 1, Aaron. He's like, I'm not finished. She tried to interrupt. She was just standing there with that look on her face. Then when he left, wait, before that, what else did he say? He said he gonna be there for his child and his or her sibling. And it ain't nothing she could do about it. I thought he was gonna mention that if Zach was doing that, she wouldn't have had a problem about it. Miss Lisa, she was standing there. She was in agreement, y'all. When he left, she told me, did you hear how he just talked to me or whatever? Her mama said, I said, you pick your face up. I said, pick your face up, Gary. But Zach trying, y'all. Zach is trying. When Fatima came home, he told her, because she was finna start dinner, and he was like, he already got a handle, and then he promises her that he has her. He got her. So she ends up telling him about Angela's idea about the nanny, and he was like, okay, he on board with it. Danny and Tony end up meeting up, or she comes to his office, and that's when Tiffany, his wife or ex-wife, I don't know at this point, because on one trailer they showed him introducing Tiffany to Danny, saying, this is my wife, and Danny's like, you said wife, why did you say wife? But on this episode at the end, Tiffany was like, I'm his wife, and he corrects her and says ex-wife, and I said, which is it? Which is it now? And that's that. that's that, y'all. What do y'all think? What did y'all think of tonight's episode? Let me know down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great night and be safe.